do you identify a lady? Like in a lady, you look at this sister. You want to get married to this sister. It's like this sister has squishy for head. Be like she get pepe. How will you know? She's a child of God. She's in the choir. She's pepe. She's fine. She's but. Hi guys, it's the Akalubas here again with another spicy video. Welcome to the Faith and Family Show. My name is Oluseyi and with me is...
My name is Prince Akaluba. I'm so delighted to have you on our channel.
Thank you. Please keep liking and subscribing and please drop your comments after watching. So we'd like to know if you enjoyed the video or you want us to talk about some other topics. Feel free to drop it in the comments. So today we have another topic. Yeah, what's the topic? Identifying a toxic partner before marriage. Before what?
You.
Before you die, before they carry your dead body to your father's house.
Don't allow somebody's son to come and kill you.
Or somebody's daughter. Because there are some women, women in Israel. In fact, they're not from Israel, they're from where? Kill.
No.
Using knife to chase their husband around or their to be husbands around.
They're daughters of
Jezebel.
Of the devil.
Okay, so we want to talk about how to identify some of these things before you get married. Yeah, we already know that recently there was an issue that was all over the news of a very wonderful gospel singer that was killed. She was battered and beaten and she died after a few days. Her husband was violating her, abusing her, and a few persons knew about it, but she kind of stayed in it until she lost her life. Well, that kind of problem, she was already in the marriage. We want to talk to people who have not yet gotten married. So before you get yourself into that kind of problem, this is what you can notice. You could notice all of this in the relationship. So let's go right in. Yeah, tell me, how do you identify a lady? Like in a lady, you look at this sister. You want to get married to this sister. It's like this sister has squishy for head. Be like she get pepe. How will you know? She's a child of God. She's in the choir. She's pepe. She's fine. She's but.
Let me tell you something.
Okay.
People always tell you who they are. But are you so conscious enough to realize or recognize those things?
Exactly, true.
Because they will either tell you who they are by words or by action.
By action,
so
exactly.
If you don't take those things into consideration, it will all play out in the future. And it will be so bad that you were not prepared for something like that and they begin to happen to you. And it's not something that you can just change the dice. It's a life kind of thing.
Inside the marriage?
If
it's outside the marriage, you can still at least.
Actually, the truth is you don't learn how to shoot in the battle.
Exactly.
You learn to shoot before the battle begins. So in other words, if these things are happening, you need to take proper consideration. Take for example, like you asked me a question. Somebody that is provoked. Easily provoked at the slightest situation, and they become violent. They might not have done it to you actually.
Hook somebody.
I don't know if you've had any scenario or maybe you've seen any kind of scenario of such an action that happened with you.
Yeah, I heard about one where actually these people they got married though. Funny enough, they were the ones that shared the story. They went for marriage counseling with their pastor before their marriage, and on their way back, they entered the same public transport. They were going towards the same direction, and Lagos conductors now, all those boys that used to. I don't know what happened, but probably was an issue of give me my change, I'm not giving you change, I'm not stopping and all that. And then when the lady came down from the bus, from the danfo, she hooked conductor like this. Bah! Me! Ooh!
And then started assaulting the conductor.
Guess what the brother was doing? The brother in this case was the gentle one. He was like, is this what I want to basically like a wife? Just like, is this the person I want to get married to? Beating a full grown man. The lady is huge. She's kind of plumpy and full, and probably she's been into sports or something. She beat the conductor. And
that's like one of the scenarios.
Okay.
I think this one it was even favorable to the lady that she also got married to him. There was another scenario of a man who wanted to marry a lady.
Yeah. And
then I think it was a pastor that shared that situation.
Yeah.
It was like this guy walked up to his church that Sunday. He told the pastor, "Okay, I'm interested in so lady." And stuff like that.
He was supposed to propose that Sunday.
But guess what happened? Only for the pastor to tell him, okay, go and call the sister in question. And then he walked out and saw the lady in a serious banter. Like with someone else. Like she was gaga.
Insulting.
I can't take this one.
You
have been doing it, but today I will show you the meat. The lioness.
We don't take rubbish in my family.
Guess what? That was how the brother Salom
say
took off.
I don't want war. I want peace in my family.
Sorry,
Before
Kaba
she would
Kaba.
beat my sister or beat my
He
mother.
ran away and never came back. So
That
in
was
other
how
words,
she
that
lost
was
that
how
man.
she
That
lost, she lost
relationship. They
that
died.
man. So probably that would have been her blessing. That would have been her exodus, you know. But what happened? Because of some certain traits you have to
And she
look out
refused to
for.
work on those things. It's in both ladies and men.
This
There
thing
are
goes for
also
both gender.
let me tell you one that happened to a man. It was a
Okay.
lady that shared it.
Okay.
So she had this man, rich, tall, dark, handsome. It was like a full package. Everything was on point. And she was like, my dear, I'm going to marry him if you just ask me to marry him. Then one day, he usually picks her up and he drives her towards her office because they walk about the same area. So on that particular day, his mom was in the car, and she noticed that the mom was like they were having an argument, the mother and the son, and she was there sitting beside him. I think it was an issue of who sits beside him, beside the driver's seat or something, who sits beside him. And she was like, no, she will stay at the back. She said, no, let my mother stay at the back. If I'm going to get married to you, you're going to stay in front, so remain in the front. So she was carefully watching the whole thing, and she realized that they started talking, insulting. The mother was talking to him, and they started insulting his mother. Useless woman. No. The worst thing that happened was that he stopped his car on the express.
Can you imagine?
Stopped his car. Guess what he did? He told his mother, opened the door, told his mother, come down. The lady said, you said what? Your mother should come down?
Wow.
No, you will not do that. He said, keep quiet, this is a family matter. It's my mother, is she your mother? Told his mother, oh yeah, come down. The woman came down. Yes, so she said, no, you cannot do that to your mother. Not while I'm there. No, never. If you can do this to your mother, what will you do to your wife? The man said, hey, what you are there? This is my mother. Guess what she did? Very wise lady. Despite the fact that the guy was a full package, everything on check, money, handsome, everything that she wanted in a man. Guess what she did? She took to her heels. If he could do that to his own mother, that carried him for how many months? 9 months. Bore him on her back. Is it you? Cinderella dress what?
It will reach you.
It will reach you. So don't say he does it to other people, but it's really nice to
So in other words, someone who is violent at the slightest provocation,
even if it's to outsiders, it's still a red flag. It's serious
red flag. You should not.
Don't take it
You
for
shouldn't
granted.
take for granted.
Let's not talk about those people that slap their fiancé.
Physical abuse, right?
You just talk.
Yeah.
No, why did you do that? You kept me waiting. Whoop, yeah.
You know, they call it. They say it was a reflex reaction. That's not the reflex reaction.
Yeah.
That's who he is. You know.
Yeah. So
then in cases like that, when people go violent and then they abuse their partners or their fiancés, or maybe they might not have done it to you, but you notice that this trait is what they have in them. They portray it to their colleagues, to their subordinates,
their neighbors,
landlord, close friends, you know. Babe, it's either that attitude is changed or you take to your heels.
Usually those people don't even change easily. Let's say the truth, they hardly change. They'll tell you that's how we are in my family. We get angry easily. I'm from Ondo State.
The truth is this.
I'm from Ikwere.
The truth is this. Many of these people are raised under toxic homes.
Yeah.
Where they see nothing wrong in doing those things. That's why it's difficult for them to change.
Yeah.
It's either their dad or their mom was doing the same thing and they see it as a norm.
Yeah.
So it's difficult to change someone who is not ready to change. And bear in mind, we can't just change someone overnight because this attitude or character he has formed has developed over years. Yeah. Because actually what happens in real life situations, what we do on a daily basis begin to form a pattern in our life. It takes a pattern, it is interwoven. Yeah. And then in the process of time, it becomes something that forms our character. Yeah. And that character over a long period of time becomes our attitude, and it is who the person is 100%. Yeah. So you cannot change those things except the person is willing.
Yeah, must be willing.
The person is willing to take a U-turn.
Either you go for therapy, counseling or you pray about how they are willing to pray about it. They are really broken in the place of prayer, not for mouth though.
Because and then the person is taking practical steps.
Exactly.
You see that the person is taking practical steps to work on certain issues, maybe anger issues. Yeah. There are people that are very angry. They have this anger, temper issues. They will tell you, I'm a short fuse. I don't. There are certain things I don't take nonsense. If it were me, I will mold him. Those things, my dear.
Please take to your heels. We want you to be alive to fulfill purpose. Nobody has the right to cut your life short. Especially when you see the signs before marriage.
So what are the things that could make a lady stay in an abusive relationship or a guy stay in an abusive relationship?
Yeah, but definitely getting something.
Tell us about the ladies so I can talk about the guys.
Yeah, when they see the guy, like I said in that other lady's scenario, as a total package. He has money, he's tall, dark, and handsome.
Yeah.
And probably she's age is not on her side. She's like 32, 34, 36. And she's like, if I let this man go, be in a relationship for 5 years, all long relationships. If I let him go now,
Situationships.
where will I see another man? Where will I, my dear? You better be single and alive than married and battered. Okay? Yeah,
I think
very true.
for the guys, sometimes that guy might be enjoying some privileges or assuming some privileges. Some guy privileges of maybe the parents are rich. I want to marry a girl from a rich family.
Or maybe the girl's
Or,
father got him a job, and it's like if he breaks the relationship, he will lose his job. All those dicey
stuff like that.
situations.
And he didn't
And
think,
because of that, he will stay.
and then he will
But
stay in the
trust me,
relationship.
it's not worth it. We have seen ladies stab their husbands to death.
There are ladies
We've also
who-
seen men beat their wives to death. It doesn't make
It goes
any
both
sense,
ways.
especially in the body of
A
Christ.
lot of times,
Especially if you claim
a
you're a
lot of times
Christian.
when it's happening to the guys, they don't speak out because it feels like a shame. Oh, a lady did
But
this
you
to
better
you.
take the shame and
Hey,
be alive.
you better start speaking up now.
Speak
You
out,
better start talking about it
Speak
now.
out. Even if you're already
If
in
the
marriage,
person
speak out.
is in the relationship
Speak
or in
out
a marriage with you,
and walk
hey,
away. That's
speak
why it's
up.
good to have money. You know, they used to say carry vex money. Even if you're married, even if you're in a relationship, have vex money. Somebody who you went out with him somewhere and he leaves you because of anger, leaves you on the road and he's driving away. You are there stranded. My dear, you must have money. Even in the marriage, have
I
money.
think I
What
support
makes
this your
people stay?
idea.
What
I
makes people
support
say,
this your
oh,
idea.
if I leave him, who will pay the school fees of the children? My sister, get a job, get a business. Don't stay there and die. This woman died now and left, I think, four kids.
4 kids.
Or God knows how many kids.
Mm.
Now she did not want to leave her children when she had life because of what people will say. Now she's dead. Whether they will hawk, whether they will die of hunger, whether they will suffer. May God help us too, especially within the body of Christ. Anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this video of ours. Please remember to like, share, subscribe to our channel, and tell us, have you ever been in a toxic relationship?
Yes. Share in the comment section.
What was your experience like? How did you live? Or did you marry the person? Things happen. So till we come your way next time, again we remain Oluseyi and Prince, and we are the Akalubas. Thank you.
Have a nice week.